Hello and welcome to Jeff's Pianist Academy. This is the last video of our three-part series on how to play Für Elise. If you have missed the first two videos, please find the links in the description below. In the last two videos, we were working on a theme and two episodes. We discussed that Für Elise is written in a rondo form and reminds us somehow of a pop song because of this catchy refrain, which would represent the chorus in a pop song. In today's video, I will finally give you the information about the title of this composition, and we will take a closer look on the virtuoso passage at the end of this piece, and I will give you some practicing methods for Elise in general. So let's start. Here we have a triplet in A minor and a minor triad in the left hand. And the left hand is playing this. And so on. Actually, it's easy, but somehow it still causes problems. If you practice this like this, please be careful with the fingering, since we have different fingering in these triads. The first one we would play 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 3, 5. When the chromatic scale in the right hand starts, please have this triplet feeling. Ta 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 ta, because then it will be much easier for you to find out when this duplet start again. Stress every first note in the triplet like this. One more time from the beginning. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. We're supposed to play this passage on one pedal. The left hand plays 8 notes. So please don't play like this. No quarters instead of 8 notes. One of the reasons why this passage is difficult is that we have different kind of technique before. Right before this triplet passage we play this. This movement reminds me of putting some salt in the salad. This movement is very, very small and fine. And before this you were playing chords. And here it's different. Then I would like to speak with you about the pedal. Never play pedal when you play this theme. It will sound too blurry otherwise, like this. So in this edition, we have a pedal for the entire measure, like this. Pedal. Again. Again. this might be one version. Another version would be to take the pedal only on the first 3/16 when the left hand is playing. So pedal is down, and then when you play it with the right hand, pedal is up. Again, pedal down, up, down. And here I would release the pedal, so this theme is just without pedal, like this. Let's compare. First version, how it was written in the music sheet before. My version. This is a drier version, but Beethoven used to play on Hammerklavier, and the sound of Hammerklavier and how the pedal works is different than the modern grand pianos. So while we use the pedal, it doesn't sound so clear as it used to sound in Beethoven's time. And now let's speak about the title of this composition. Für Elise means, translated from German, Für Elise. But who was this Elise? Unfortunately, nobody is 100% sure, but there are several theories. And the first one would be that this composition is dedicated to Teresa Malfatti. Beethoven was in love with her, and the composition was found in her house. But you will wonder why Teresa, if the piece is dedicated for Elise. Beethoven had a bad handwriting, and the person who was copying this piece from the manuscript was not very careful, because there are also some doubts about the notes. We will be speaking about this later. Another theory is that this composition was dedicated to Elisabeth Röckel, who was a close friend of Beethoven. Or it might have been dedicated to Elise Barenfeld, who lived just across the street from Teresa Malfatti. Unfortunately, the mystery of the dedication remains unsolved. Actually, the name of this composition is Bagatelle number 25 in A minor, and bagatelle means a small piece of music, something little, and it's usually written for the piano. We're not exactly sure when Für Elise was composed, but most likely it was 1810. But this composition wasn't discovered until 1860, and then it became very popular, because the demand on the relatively easy piano music was huge back to this time. Why? Because of the growth of middle class. A lot of parents wanted their children to play a music instrument, and the piano ownership in Europe increased. And of course, they were looking for nice, not too difficult piano pieces written by popular composers. And I think this is exactly the reason why also nowadays everybody wants to play Für Elise written by Beethoven, because it's relatively easy and you're already playing the piece of a famous Beethoven. It makes it somehow very special. And because some of the parts, the theme, repeats several times, it gives you a feeling that you know already most of the composition. And now let's speak about Für Elise practice methods in general. Well, this is not a method, it's an easier version for you. If you can play the beginning of Für Elise like this, or not even with the fourth and the third finger, you can also play it with the third and the second. These are your strongest fingers, and this should work. So 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. Then you can see here a note. It's an E, but it's not 100% sure whether Beethoven wrote an E or a D. It could have been like this. It would make sense afterwards, since we have a lot of seventh. But at the very end there is a similar place. Or you can play it. So some pianists play a D at the end. And also here I would not hold the pedal for the entire measure, not like this, but like this. As I told you, Für Elise is written in a rondo form, so the theme will be repeated way more often than the episodes, so you have to practice episodes more in order to bring them on the same level. I hope you enjoyed these videos on Für Elise, and good luck with practicing this composition if you do so, and see you next time.